Good afternoon, students. As you know, we are going through history, chapter 1, tracing changes in the medieval period. Previously, I have told you about the medieval period, that it is a period between ancient and modern period. And it's a long period which stretches from 8th century to 18th century. And during this period, during the medieval period, what kind of changes happened, we will get to know about that. I have told you about in shortly religious changes, social changes, political changes, and changes in art and architecture and all that. And in this today's lecture, we are going to discuss about the social and political changes which happened during the medieval period. Okay. So, first of all, you will get to know about what is the meaning of social. Social means the changes which take place in the society in which we live. That means it will affect our day-to-day life. Okay. Then political changes. What does this term means? Political means the changes which are related to the politics, the government in which the ruling was done at that time. So what kind of a government was at that time? Suppose in present time we have a democratic form of government, but at that time there was a monarchical form of government, and the in India in this period it was divided into small kingdoms. So first of all we will discuss about the social changes first. Okay. In the social changes in this time period, we saw that development in the different fields were on a large scale. Large scale means on a big scale, on a big level. The different development were formed in happened in different fields or different areas. Okay. First of all, irrigation. What development were in the irrigation system? First of all, let me tell you what is irrigation. Irrigation is the method in which we water the fields in an artificial way. Okay? You all know that in India, 80% of the rain is due to the monsoons, and the monsoons come in summer season. And what about the rest of the season? Rest of the seasons are dry. So to help the people to cultivate even in the dry period, there is irrigation system. In Hindi, irrigation means sinchai. Okay. So what new invention was there to help develop the irrigation system? The introduction of Persian wheel. It was wheel means chakka, and whenever the wheel was invented, it was a sign of development of moving ahead. So Persian wheel was introduced and it helped in irrigation even in the dry periods. Now, food and beverages. First of all, food means which we can eat, like wheat, rice, etc. And beverages means the things which we can drink. New kind of foods were arrived in India: potatoes, corn, chilies, etc. And in beverages, tea and coffee arrived in India, and people started to cultivate these crops. Now, spinning wheels. Spinning wheels means to spin the yarn and make clothes. This was introduced and people start to weave clothes with this. With the help of spinning wheel, people started to weave clothes. Okay. Firearms. Firearms were introduced in combats. Combats means battles. So earlier people used to fight battles, but there were no firearms. Firearms were not there. So firearms were introduced and they can fight with new technology in the wars. great mobility. It was a period of great mobility. In this period, there was great mobility. Mobility means movement, going from one place to another. So in this period, people traveled a lot due to different reasons. And in India, people from different countries come due to different reasons. Some people come here to trade, some people come here to get the knowledge of ancient scriptures and religion, etc. And some people come here to spread their kingdoms. So it was a period of movement from one place to another. Now let us discuss this. Now what happened, how these changes further moved. More forests were cut. Due to this movement, from people are moving from one place to another, and more people started to do agricultural works. Earlier in the history of class 6, you have learnt about that people were basically lived in the forest and eat whatever is found naturally. Gradually they learned how to do the agriculture. So agriculture was now become a major occupation of the people. So for agriculture, plain lands are required, so they started to cut the forest. Now what was the effect of cutting the forest? Many of you know the effect of cutting the forest. Let me tell you one by one. Forest dwellers were moved they were actually forced to move from their original place of living. If the forests were cut, then what the people will do? Actually, the people who were dependent on the forest for their living now will not be able to do that because they were already cut. So they will be displaced. Secondly, the people who moved, some people moved away from that place, and some people do not move away from that place. Instead of that, they tilled the land which were cleared and they converted into peasants. Peasants means they were actually farmers who own small lands, and sometimes they even don't own the land, they take it on rents. किराए पे लेके वो खेती करते थे. These peasants have a great influence of chieftains, priests, temples and monasteries on them. Okay. Chieftains means the chief of a tribe. Priest means a person who performed religious ceremonies, etc. Temples, you all know, where the deities are kept, where we go to pray. And monasteries are the place where monks live. And who are monks? Monks are the people who are staying away in the monasteries, and they don't marry off, they don't go into the family back. So they study over there. So the peasants have a great influence of chieftains, priests, temples and monasteries. Now the peasants in return have to pay taxes and different kind of services to the local lords. Okay. What was the result of these changes? Due to these social changes, differences occurred among the peasants. Many kind of differences occurred, happened during this period with these peasants. Due to this, people were divided into jatis or subcaste. What does the jati means? Jati means it's a jatis is a Sanskrit word. Jati means born. Jati in Sanskrit means born, and it is determined by where you are born. Actually, it is based upon what the male members of the family do. Suppose you're in the male members of the family do the work of barber, then the people of that family will be called barber. And if suppose a people is engaged in mending shoes like cobbler, then the his family will be called cobbler. So it is based on basically on the occupation of the people. And these jatis have their own rules and regulations. They have their own rules which they follow them, and they have their own to follow these rules, to enforce these rules. They have Jati Panchayat, which have their rules, and everyone in the Jati have to follow it, and whoever will violate will be punished due to this. Okay, so I think you have all understood up to this, and in the next class I will move on to another interesting topic. So see you in the next class.